Morning, everyone. Welcome to Garden Ministry. This is Ken Carpenter again. We got some exciting things going. I'm working on Melina's herb beds over here. These are some of the collard greens and some of the turnip greens that we grew this fall. We're just going to let them keep on growing as a cover crop, but there's going to be a special treat for them that y'all going to get to see coming up over this winter. We're building a chicken tractor, and we're going to bring backyard chickens to Garden Ministry. The chicken tractor will be able to set up on each bed at a time, let it stay there for 2 or 3 days, let the chickens clean out the beds, do all the weeding for us, eat down all the vegetation. They'll love that. They'll get all kinds of little grubs and things out of there. And at the same time, they're going to till the garden for me and fertilize it. And then later on, we'll be getting eggs from them. That's an exciting project that we got working on this year in Garden Ministry. So y'all stay alert and watch the process happens. Everyone's been asking what's going on in the winter gardens. These are the beds that we've been turning back over since the Shemitah year and restoring, and it was really easy to do. God's plan is to cover the ground. He covered it with the grass and the weeds. It just rolled up like a carpet for me to throw away. Then you saw in some of the videos where we laid down hay, laid down lots of oranges, and then came back over it with leaves that people had dropped off from their lawns. That's going to be the food that's going to help feed these beds as they go on. So watch that progress as it comes up in the next growing season. I want to show you this over here. This is my winter compost bed. We laid down some crushed leaves, some other leaves, and then I poured out the oranges that we get that are they're happy for me to haul them off. It saves them the energy of having to haul them off themselves. Then we'll cover them up with leaves too and just let them sit there. They'll compost down. They'll be ready to use about June, July. This is the fall compost pile here. This already breaking down really well. I just threw some extra oranges on top. That'll be ready to use right in mid-spring that we can use in the garden as well. Here's some of the beds right here that we planted our fall crops of shallots and garlic. They're coming along well. They'll be ready about mid-May. So looking forward to getting them out of the beds. Lots of garlics and lots of shallots. Here's the strawberries. They're resting well and looking good underneath the straw here. You can see there's one of the plants right there. And they're doing well and putting off runners, and we're going to get some good strawberries out of them. The asparagus beds, we clip down the ferns, let them lay on top there, and cover them over in leaves. That's going to feed them really good. That's going to keep that bed nutritious for the asparagus, and we're going to be able to get some good asparagus this spring out of them. You might have saw the video last year that we did on planting those asparagus crowns. We also planted them here. Here's some more beds that we prepared and got ready for next growing season. Chickens are going to love these beds, and they're going to fertilize it. They're going to till it up for me. Basically, I'm putting them to work on the tractor to help me out in the gardens. Now, here's a real treat Melina surprised me with. This greenhouse I've been looking at on the internet, $88, Camel Strong greenhouse. The only thing I did like about it was these window flaps. I had to seal them with some Velcro strips. Wasn't too bad. But it stays just toasty warm. It's like the tropics in here. The collard greens, I was able to extend the growth on them over into here, so we're harvesting collard greens all through the winter, as well as romaine lettuce. We have a good supply of romaine lettuce that we just come out and pick from and have what we need and have our collard green meals as we need too. Here's the sugar snap peas that I planted in the ground. I put this greenhouse trellis in here. Let them grow up on it. We'll be getting some good sugar snap peas. Here's one right here. They're just now coming into bloom, good to eat. And of course, the longevity spinach. Look how beautiful it's doing for a tropical plant in the middle of winter time. Some below freezing temperatures is doing well. We just use a little electric radiator heater to keep it warm at night, and it does fantastic. Folks, I want y'all to know this has been Ken Carpenter with Garden Ministry. Happy to be alive, happy to be gardening. Get out there and do something for the world and share some food with some people. We love you. Abba Yah loves you. Amen.